The cardiovascular system consists of the heart, blood vessels, and the blood that the vessels transport throughout the body. The cardiovascular system is powered by the hardest working organ in the body, the heart. In civilian life, the contemporary evidence supporting the existence of psychogenic cardiovascular disease is perhaps the strongest for the precipitation by acute mental stress of myocardial infarction. Two types of stress that cause damage to the heart are chronic and acute stress. Chronic stress can cause heart disease. Cardiovascular disease is still a major cause of death. Researchers have concluded that 1/3 of deaths in the U.S. were attributed to cardiovascular disease. Stressor's message translates into biological responses: increase in blood pressure, heart rate, vascular tone, and platelet agreeability. Acute stress causes the blood pressure surge, accompanies acute mental stress fissure, unstable coronary artery plaques. An acute physical stressor, commonly extreme exercise or acute mental stress, is the usual trigger. Short-term mental stress could act as an immediate precipient for abnormal heart rhythm and sudden death in patients with existing heart disease. Stress generates a variation of physiological modifications. Only two pertain to the cardiovascular disease, which are the hypothalamic pituitary adrenocortical and sympatho-adrenomedullary axis. They both have to deal with the suppression of the body, energy reserves, ability to handle stress, regulating hormonal and nervous system activity, as well as modulating immune function. Atherosclerosis and coronary heart syndrome are two of the long-term risk factors for stress on the cardiovascular system. Atherosclerosis is a continuous disease distinguished by the buildup of lipids and fibrous elements in the large arteries. Coronary heart disease is a blocking of the arteries and directly supply the heart muscle. Each one of us has a distinctive way of controlling our health when we've had too much to manage. Some people listen to music and chat with friends. Others will draw or read a book they love. Others will even go out for a walk so that energy can be taken out and have time for themselves. Some suggested activities to help with stress and the cardiovascular are: 1. Exercise. This is very important activity since it increases the blood flow to your heart. By doing this, you can also reinforce your heart and have your heart pumping blood without wearing it. Not only will it help reduce stress, it can also lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol level, and reduce the risk of heart disease. 2. Relaxation techniques such as meditation will help cope with stress since it involves repetitively focusing attention to the individual's pulse and breathing. This process helps with understanding of the mind, relaxation, and transforming our mind from negative to positive.